Ave strategos, I'm Pericles and welcome back to our Pontus campaign. So today we continue our journey with episode part 17, and last episode we had two important battles. One it was both were the siege defenses, as you remember. We defended the Antioch against Egyptians, and we defended Arsacia against the former owners Parthians. And before basically we moved on, we right after we ended the turn, the Scythians launched finally their siege attack on our settlement Kotais. They tried to capture the settlement once, but we defended it successfully. I had some forces, some reinforcements that helped us to get the battle resolved in our favor. This time we still have some reinforcements. I see that we have peasant hillmen. Alright, and some Pontic light cavalry. But this time things are different, guys. So I think they more than twice, more than in numbers than us. So we have 925 altogether, right? Or no? 500, no, actually 925 here, so 15. They are still bigger on numbers than us, but so without getting in the battlefield, guys, I can see that this battle pretty much lost. Why is lost? Because we don't have any single unit which has a which is a good range unit. These guys are not very good range unit. They have ranged, but their range is like very low. But they have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12 horse archers and 3 foot archers. So that means all of their units has a superior range. So which that means before I even try to use my archers, try to kill their even general, or try to push from one flank, or if I use my foot units, before they even start to engage, I'm gonna already lost more than half of my unit. So that is probably a lost, folks. So instead of wasting the time, I'm just gonna probably use the auto resolve in this case. Most probably we might still have a little chance with auto resolve because sometimes the AI battle resolving works weird. But if I fight this battle, I can't think that I can win this battle, to be honest. Let me see. No, I'm not gonna be probably able to win this battle. They just have, if I will try to, so there's only one way actually we can win this battle. If I had a stone walls, that battle would be winnable. Why? Because then I would stay behind of my stone walls, and let's say maybe let them, even let's say my gates are open, they're gonna have to come from the gate, and I can sit right behind the gate, and with my hillmen and my Pontic light cavalry could help them, and just try to face with the enemy army. But the settlement is the wooden walls, and even if I will try to defend the walls, like if I will try to block their way in, still before they get in a settlement, my unit's gonna get shot. So I'll just auto resolve. So luckily, not luckily actually, fortunately that we did auto resolve it, because I do love to fight the battles manually. Look at that, they don't let us leave, man. So I do like to fight the battles manually, but the problem is, even in that situation, I see that okay, I have no way out from there. With the basically right thing to do. What's going on? Militia barracks. I can't retreat. I can't recruit anything here. I'm gonna keep these guys over here. of course I forgot that I needed to be done first. Pergamimus grows up. So I read the game, guys, to be honest. I saw that, okay, there is no way out, that there's no way that I can win this battle. So I still, to be honest, didn't think that Auto Resolve gonna win the battle for me. The only reason I did, because I just didn't want to get in the battlefield and just lose the battle. So I just let the Auto Resolve take care of it. So it doesn't mean that Auto Resolve always does whatever you do better than you. Auto Resolve does, we should agree on that, that Auto Resolve does better if it's a pretty weird situation, which it was a weird situation. Like, what I mean a weird situation is the situation that looks like it's not winnable, right? So then that's different case, because the weird situation I'm calling because they had freaking how many 12 horse archers, 3 archer units. They didn't even have a single melee unit, so that is a weird situation, and the Auto Resolve works great against those odds. But if you'll try to decide to fight against like 1,000 men in the enemy, if they have a right like normal balanced army composition, and if you have only 200-300 men, if you know what you're doing, especially in an open field, you have better chances. So we actually rolled the dice, and I already accepted that I'm gonna lost the settlement. Fortunately we didn't, so that's even better. But that means I have to do some fortifications around, because the Scythians, they keep coming down, and that is kind of bothering. I don't want to deal with their against their attack all the time. So actually we have just too much men over here. I want another hillman maybe, or no? Let's do another hillman. Let's guarantee it. So yeah, guys, I mean, in these kind of situations, you can use the Auto Resolve on your favor. Just don't rely on it. You know, I do Auto Resolve the battles. Either it is too obvious that I'm gonna win, and in that case, I'm usually having much more casualties than if I would fight manually. Let's say if I have like half stack unit of army, not the peasants. Let's say if I have this army and go fight against this freaking general, they're gonna kill this general, but the general gonna take my like maybe 200-300 men from my units. So either you do in that situation, you know that it's 100% you're gonna win, you just agree with the little more losses than manual fighting, or what you do is actually, at least what I do is very obvious lost battles, just not without losing a time. I let the Auto Resolve take care of it, and beat situations like that one, and it might turn out completely surprising. So they're gonna, I don't know with what kind of army they're planning to come over here. I'm gonna get my units close by, and another unit please. We'll do the higher tier. Alright, the Thessalonica, as we see, they don't have plague anymore, right? They don't have plague anymore. Now we can go and get control of Thessalonica. We were waiting for it like... Oh no, they have a plague. Alright, I got... This is infected. Alright, so I was hoping that they already done, because I don't want to get my folks in it and get them infected too. Any armies can go and siege the settlement if it's possible, please. We might take how many units would be okay if I'll take the rest. 52. All right, You guys can stay behind. 2 of you maybe. Or 3 of you. Yeah, 3 of you should be good. And we go march towards Terman. Get this guy, another peasant please. And you get another cab for me. Alrighty, what if I bring this guy over here too? Still not happy. Okay, we'll just wait. What about the settlements over here? They're not bad. Athens. Just waiting to get expanded. Pergamum got expanded, right? So councilors chambers. Let's expand the settlement then. Thinking, should I recruit any armies against them? But what to recruit? That's another question. We'll do large temple of Zeus. And Zeus temples are our priority. Let's get a couple more horse cavalry here. I mean the javelin cavalry, not the horse cavalry. The horses are already a cavalry, right? So 18. Decide to go with let's go with this. Yeah, let's go with that. Things are looking fine here. What if I can take this guy out? You're still okay, right? Cool. You're still not doing bad. 291. Alright, these guys are much better with this order. Get me another phalanx, please. What about the armies around? What do? We do get another peasant. We do get another peasant. And these units will... I want them push the Egyptians back. And then we can go siege the Bosta. What about another army? Alright, this Egyptian army decided to stay in front of us, so let's go crush them. They have 1600 men, 2 Nubian cavalry, some ranged units, blah blah blah. They have 1 strong Nile spearman. And then we can make our way down to south and see that what else we can do from there. I want to wait. Alright, let's start the deployment. So we have 4 units of phalanxes. I want them to be in this formation, please. And exact 4 peltasts. Alright, I think these guys are fine, but where we put them, they have advantage. That's bad. Let's get the rest of our cavalry. Let's start the battle against them and see what we can do. Here we go, that's the chariot general. And they can shoot with arrows or no? Yes, they can. Depends on actually, let's get in. Let's try to kill their general. Great, their general is fallen. Now maybe we can go for their main army now. We have lost quite a bit of cavalry over here actually. Since they all chariots, you see how they are just killing us. Even with their even they don't have too many units. Oh my god, we are gonna get in this position. Be safe, guys. Alright, go take care of them. We won the battle, but at what cost? We got great casualties. Even their units were like running away. We still got a quite decent of casualties because of their freaking chariots. The chariots, even they're running away, they're still like chopping our units. So we killed them all. There's no point to go back. Let's actually siege the settlement because I am hoping that they have some kind of stables that I can recruit my units. Even if they don't have, I can maybe send them to Damascus. Yeah, it's not very far. Alright, what about this army? That's another question. Oh, this guy's out of the army. Alrighty. Let's retrain those folks. And they're gonna have to stay. They're gonna have to stay, and we have another little bit of army, which is not bad. The peasant, please. You guys better move to the southwards and show us more what's going on. They have full stack here almost. Alright, not very bad. We're gonna have to make a way to south when we are dealt with this freaking Scythians. Did we guys make any trade rights with you or anything? Generous, make single payment. Get me $1,000 for that.
Regretfully, we must decline.
No, what about if you gave me tribute? Well, you get me 250 for 5 turns.
A most generous proposal.
Nice. Let's go towards to the Scythians. You guys want a ceasefire? No, they don't want to have a ceasefire. Alright. We'll get back and we'll talk with Thracians once more. I want to make sure that all the settlements are fine before I end the turn. Damascus needs some buildings to build. And Larissa, 67% gonna be okay, 65% gonna be okay. This is gonna be fine. Salam's gonna be fine. Athens under siege, but let's put it. Antioch gonna be fine. Fraspa should be alright. Tahata should be good. Lodz doesn't have anything to build. Halicarnassus and Pergamum. Alrighty. So the only two guys and the army over here gonna have to stay. What about our diplomat? 25.
Be quick, if we may have faith. Well,
yeah, I'll have it.
You put it like that.
I'll have it. This is too low. I'm gonna send that to early retirement and get another if it's possible. For example, 37 years old with 3 points. Not bad, but this guy is kind of stronger than him. But he was able to buy him out. So this guy might have a future. So let's go. There's another peasant army. We can move our diplomats towards him. Any other unit that I have to keep in mind? No. Let's end the turn once more. See what's going on. Dacians, they decided to siege the Thracian settlement. The Ramsades of Turla, is it the guy over here? Ramsades here. Ramsades of Turla, here we go. Look at that. So these guys are back with even bigger army. I'm gonna get it for sure because we need it. We need it. I need more defense. So their body slave. Let me get this army here. 12, 8. Unfortunately, my calves are not fully recruited. I'll just get them in. I'll just get them in, but what I will do... let's try to keep this settlement under our control. Maybe I can take those guys out. Send them for extra reinforcements. Sorry. 16, I can only get 4 of them over here. You still want to fight, huh? Alright, let's give you the fight you want. Let's try to defend our settlements against them. Let's start deployment. Those guys not gonna be needed at all. I need those folks close by. And horse archers here, please. Let's start the battle and see what they are up to. Will you guys get your horse archers close by? I want you guys keep your distances. Yeah, they're gonna move their horse archers to a closer distance. No, let's do this. Actually, we can. If we're gonna be killing their king, great. Enemy general shows something bad, shows cowardness or whatever, and with that we've been able to kill their army. That's what we need, to be honest. Let's not let their horse archers to do what they want. Let's get their all units. I wanna focus on this part. Once you're not finishing them, they're just keep pestering you. Guys, horse archers, get over here. Get those guys. Actually, alright, they're done. So let's go and finish them with their melee. Alright, we took care of them. Not a difficult one, but now we better move south. I don't want to spend too much time over here. So this settlement is fine now. What I want from them actually is they got more hillmen. Let's get more hillmen for them. What I want from them, I want more. I want more peasants. I'm gonna have to build forts. Once these guys are gonna repel the enemy attack, I'm gonna need one of them to build the forts around. Maybe one over here or two over here, couple over here, one or two over here, one or two over here. So the citizens can stop bothering us. Even if we'll see they're coming towards us, they can be pushed back. So this settlement is gonna be the easy one. Let me see how long we've been recording. 25 minutes already. Let's get this settlement too. It's gonna be a super easy one. Let's take care of the settlement. Only a general in it, and with chariots. The one unit of hoplites. I forgot what was the name for those chopsticks. So one unit of hoplites should be. Why is dark? Should be just more than again. Now rain. All right. Just one unit of hoplites should be more than enough. So then we'll do exactly that. But from where we better get in? Over here looks like it's just fine. We have enough gap. Let's go. Triple speed. Nothing else is needed. And we'll just get in there. I'm only gonna get my main general close to the settlement. Why? Because I want them to helping my units with their morale support basically. And we can just take this gate down so my general can get in. Right, let's wait until these guys are catching up. Cool. Now get down. And I'm gonna have to ask this hoplites to get over here. What this positioning? They are being able to shoot, right? Yep, they have archer. They are archers. They're actually bringing their general unit towards to my general. Your ultimate goal, actually, guys, is charging against. You guys are not shooting, right? Yeah, I want you just stay close. Give a morale buff to my units, and that's it. Perfect. What are you doing, by the way? Would you please keep moving forward? Keep moving. That's great. So we got them. You see how the phalanxes are just crashing down the chariots? I do love to use phalanxes like the hoplites against the chariots. They're just doing a phenomenal job. I'm gonna have to enslave the settlement. New merchant acquired, 56 years old. Where is he at?
Your honor,
What the hell is he doing here?
at once.
He better stay somewhere around and show us what's going on. He's exotic slave. Actually, let's just send this guy to retirement. 55%. Try to buy him out. Perfect. That's great for you. Bold barter. And over here is the horse temple. Let's destroy and build a Zeus instead. They have assassin. We can recruit an assassin already. And they don't have stables. All of our cavalry has to go here for being recruited. It is a joke. Alright. I assume should be fine. Maybe getting one more. Get me a phalanx instead. Right, we are just doing great now. One more peasant, and I want a higher tier temple. Let's do temple and then this, and then we can do that. Oh no, that gives us a great bonus on the money wise. I don't even know that they're gonna be able to build all those, but we'll see. Alright, high taxes, very high taxes. This guy is already 10 because he's a conquering hero. Exotic slave and 1 influence is great. Alright, the unit wise, thinking about how can I get these armies destroyed. Hopefully they attack on us, but I'm not so sure will they or not. The unit over here is ready. I'll just get them closer to sit on in case. And let's go destroy these units as well. They have only 3 Nubian spearmen. We should kill them all without losing a single unit. Let's see, are we gonna be able to do that or not? Because it looks pretty easy. Alright. Let me get you here. Let's get close, guys. I don't want you to shoot just yet. I want to shoot the enemy general, if it's possible. And these guys can shoot and run. Look, he's not dying to how many arrows. Alright, let's get them. That's what I thought. We shouldn't lose any men. Great. That's the actually, you see how the important the range units are in the game. That's the reason that I said that freaking Scythians has a very superior power over us because of this. Because the range units are huge. They are they have much bigger impact in the open field, but they still very strong in the siege battles. If you don't have any ranged units, if you're offensive on the siege side, things are more difficult for you. Otherwise, if the enemy is an offensive and you're the defensive side, but enemy has a range units, but you don't, you're still in a pickle. I mean, the range units in the game are important, and especially what kind of range units I'm talking about. I'm talking about the real archers. The javelins are not bad. Javelins are good against non-missile units. They're better against the melee units, but if the enemy has javelin units like peltasts, like cavalry, and if you have like a horse archers, you are sitting on a higher position pretty much. So that's why you wanna probably always keep that in mind and do your actions with knowing this knowledge. So folks, I think it's a good point for us to end the turn. So again, with the help of the AI auto resolving, even how much I don't like to use it often, we got a benefit from it as well, and we moved forward. We captured Sidon from Egyptians. We are sieging Bostra, and then we'll make our way towards to Jerusalem after defeating these big armies around. And then in the other front, we're waiting for the plague being over at Thessalonica. But I think these guys will... yeah, I think I lift the siege and siege once more. The reason why I did, because if not, they would go in the settlement next turn. Now they're gonna be sieging that 5 more turns. I'm losing some time here, but I don't want to lose my men to a plague because they're gonna spread it over. We don't want to do that, and we're moving forwards. Actually, let's start sieging Termin as well. Let's do that. And actually, I don't use that, right? Let's do this. And these guys decided to lift the siege from here. They only bothered my freaking heavy cavalry, and then just they're stepping back. That is not acceptable. Alright, at least we're doing alright here. So this is gonna be another battle. We're gonna have to defeat those folks. Looks like very easy battle. Actually, we can take care of them as a first thing next time. So folks, that's gonna be all for today. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please do like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, and I'll be seeing you with the next episode, and you all take care.